They are often depicted as big, brutish and not terribly bright, but Neanderthals may have actually been sophisticated chemists who harnessed the power of explosive materials in rocks. Scientists claim to have uncovered evidence that the extinct species of early human used powdered manganese dioxide to help them light fires 50,000 years ago. Blocks of the dark material have been found at sites inhabited by Neanderthals in southwest France and was thought to have been used to produce a powder to decorate their bodies. But analysis by scientists at Leiden University and Delft University of Technology in the Netherlands suggests the early humans may have used it to make fire lighting easier. While manganese dioxide is not combustible itself, it is known to increase the flammability of other materials and reacts explosively with aluminium when heated. In a series of experiments, the researchers found powdered manganese dioxide, which is a powerful oxidant, reduces the temperature that would ignite it, making it much easier to start a fire. They found it even made green wood, which is usually much harder to light, easier to ignite. The findings may help to settle the long-running debate about whether Neanderthals were capable of lighting fires. While there is evidence that they used fire and may even have cooked with it, some anthropologists have suggested they were only able to do this by taking advantage of natural fires. Dr. Peter Heise, an archaeologist at Leiden University who led the research, said the findings add to growing evidence that Neanderthals were sophisticated and skilled craftsmen. They are known to have created stone tools or lithics, but also created jewelry and perhaps even cooked using herbs and used rudimentary medicine. Dr. Heise said, "We don't know how Neanderthals made fire, but given their skills with lithics, we might start with an assumption they used sparks and tinder. We don't bring it out particularly in the paper, but manganese dioxide added to wood shavings or other tinder increases the efficiency with which the tinder captures a spark and lights. Starting a fire using sparks from flint without a metal striker is not as easy as it may seem, but manganese dioxide has a significant beneficial effect." Manganese dioxide blocks were discovered at a site in Pecta-les in the Dordogne in southwest France that was inhabited by Neanderthals 50,000 years ago. The blocks occur naturally in the limestone formations where the Neanderthals made their home. But some of the blocks found at the site were covered in scratches, which suggests they may have been scraped to produce a powder. The researchers, whose study is published in the journal Scientific Reports, found adding this powder to wood lowered the temperature needed to ignite it from 662 degrees Fahrenheit, 350 degrees Celsius, to 482 degrees Fahrenheit, 250 degrees Celsius. Dr. Heise and his colleagues argue that while Neanderthals could have used the black-brown powder to decorate their bodies, it is more likely they would have used soot and charcoal, which is more readily available. They say the ability to light and control fire provides an important insight into the cognitive capabilities and the culture that existed among Neanderthals. They say fire would have been important not only from its ability to provide warmth and cook food, but also from a social and symbolic point of view. There is now growing evidence that Neanderthals, who survived for around 250,000 years before dying out 40,000 years ago, were far more sophisticated than was previously believed. Dr. Heise added, Woodsmen typically keep a supply of naturally air-dried wood shavings or other tinder to help light fires. From the evidence of the wear patterns on their lithics, Neanderthals cut and whittled wood. If we assume Neanderthals could keep a supply of air-dried wood shavings, then once they had a small fire established aided by manganese dioxide, it could have been built with twigs and small branches. The growing fire would have tolerated more freshly cut green wood. Finding evidence to support a view on Neanderthal management of wood fuel resources is a very remote possibility. It could nevertheless have been an important aspect of subsistence. If Neanderthals could devote time and resources to collecting manganese dioxide for fire making, it is perhaps not unreasonable to assume they could manage wood fuel resources effectively.